direction. No one can pull me out. I've always felt different from the others. I'm running away now. Fears are fading, won't stop bleeding. 'Cause I'm sick of staying up instead of going down. I'm sick of never being able to cross the line. I'm sick of pretending everything is fine. You got it, you just got to freak like me.
Yeah, WWE are so fucking bipolar. They're hell-bent on dragging their own old product through the mud. I mean, I said it in our WC last night. I've never seen a company spend so much time and effort burying their own product.
Okada is absolutely this generation's Ric Flair. But if he's this generation's Ric Flair, what the fuck does that mean for guys like Will Ospreay and fucking Shingo Takagi? Because they're on a fucking different kind of level. Like,
you're listening to the Max Wrestling Podcast. It's time to take it to the max.
It's 2022, and you know what that means. Welcome to Max Wrestling episode 356, and as you can see, we got Vidya. It's about damn time.
It took a little long enough. Don't mind the glasses, by the way.
Well, seeing as it's Vidya, we both got our Grogu mascots representing.
All day, baby.
I love the fact how New Year's Eve, my Grogu wished your Grogu a Happy New Year, and then all of a sudden Travis has his own Grogu.
Everybody
he joined in. Everybody got a Grogu. The Grogu.
My son has a Grogu. I think fucking was it Chad's got a Grogu. Didn't fucking Phoenix got one too?
He should. If not, everybody should have a Grogu.
Go get one right now. Just if you are even the smallest of the Wars fan, everybody should have one of these dudes as a mascot. He watches over my entire studio right here. That's why he's at the top. Next is Zack Sabre Jr.
Apologies for the mess, but I'm going to turn my blur off just for a second so you can get a good look at him.
Check this guy. Oh, he is kicking it, though.
He's hanging loose on the mic arm.
That's awesome, though.
All right, then. So, coming up on this episode, in case WWE haven't already made it crystal clear, rest in peace, NXT. A dream match is finally set up for the Royal Rumble. The TBS era has officially begun in AEW, and it's going to be fun for us. Impact, Hard to Kill predictions.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Ryan Sutcliffe, of course, managed to capture the predictions title at day one. He was immune from Wrestle Kingdom. Somehow, I grabbed the title of Wrestle Kingdom. I don't know how the fuck that happened.
Hey, it happens.
And also, of course, Wrestle Kingdom didn't exactly go as we predicted. Okada won both nights.
The Okada era is what they want. I'm not going to complain. I figured it was going to go differently, but hey, an absolute reset with Okada is not a bad thing.
It's like, hopefully now he brings back the old belt too. But
no, I mean, that was the thing. I hope so too, but the
he
first
hates
night,
the new belt.
He really does. He really, really does. But the first night, he bowed to it, and he gave it a good send off, but he's rocking the new one. We're just gonna have to get used to it.
I guess.
Yeah, right. I guess.
I'd love to be a fly on the wall when they're booking Okada's matches at Wrestle Kingdom. So they're like with his opponent, you got a match at Wrestle Kingdom. Great. Who's it against? Okada. Ah, shit.
Can I call in sick that day? No, you can't. Oh, fuck.
But before we get into this week, we got to talk past years. So it is this week in wrestling history. In the history of pro wrestling, there has been 3 major league title changes on New Year's Eve. And all 3 were the WWE 24/7 Championship.
That's fucking hilarious.
There's like minor titles that nobody knows that have changed hands, but only 3 major league titles that people know. R-Truth and Mojo Rawley won both in 2019, and Angel Garza won it in 2020.
Mojo Rawley.
24/7 title. because New Year's Eve, even a 24/7 title doesn't get New Year off. Also on the 3rd, January 3rd, 2000, kicking off the McMahon-Helmsley era, Triple H defeated The Big Show on Raw to win his 3rd WWE Championship. I think that's a night where Triple H and Stephanie were literally just sat on the stage all night. And the main event was something like The Rock in a handicap match against DX, because Triple H was running the show.
I was going to say, it sounds totally like a Triple H ran show.
Yeah, I think this was the 2nd Raw after Armageddon, so Vince was like AWOL because Stephanie turned on him and joined forces with her evil husband. I wish he was AWOL now, yeah.
If only.
January 3rd, 2005. Let me just list some of these matches on just a regular episode of Raw. Batista versus Chris Benoit. Edge versus Chris Jericho. Trish Stratus versus Victoria, and Randy Orton versus Triple H. Sounds like a pay-per-view card.
Kind of does.
That was Raw. This is 17. My math is shit. 17 years ago.
So, that was actually like a good, 17. I'm 32. So while I was in high school, yeah, it's still pretty good. It was like right after I got out of high school, it was like, wait a minute, what the hell is this crap?
Yeah. And we didn't know how lucky we were with Raws like that back in the day.
Yeah, dude, 90s Raws. We thought we were spoiled. I mean, we were spoiled even in the early 2000s.
Yeah, if only we could have looked forward to 2021 Monday Night Raw.
No thanks.
People
wonder why I haven't fucking really sat down and watched this product. I'm like, God, I want to say a year and a half now. No, they say, like literally, like really want you like sat down and tried to really give a fuck. It's been like a full year.
Yeah,
I mean, did I watch day one? Yeah, but that's because the fucking boys put it up on the TSK.
Yeah, pay-per-views is different, but
exactly.
I literally catch up on Raw based purely on the photos. So
that's not a bad way to go. It's not a bad way to go.
Also on January 3rd in 2017, Dean Ambrose defeated The Miz for the Intercontinental Championship in the main event of SmackDown. SmackDown was awesome in 2017. SmackDown Live.
Not too bad. Again, anything looks good compared to now and last year. So,
well, I mean, this next one, January 4th. Obviously, this is Wrestle Kingdom Day, and I'd be here all day if I went over every title change. There's been 227 title changes across history on January 4th. We've seen IWGP title wins from Kota Ibushi, Okada, Tanahashi, Nakamura, but I'll go over this one because in 1997, Jushin Thunder Liger defeated Ultimo Dragon for the J Crown Championship, which consisted of 8 championships from 8 different organizations. Winner takes all. So Liger won the British Commonwealth Junior Heavyweight Championship, the WWF Light Heavyweight title, WWA World Junior Heavyweight title, War International Junior Heavyweight title, UWA World Junior Light Heavyweight title, the NWA Welterweight and Junior Heavyweight Championships, and of course the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship.
This was 94, the Super J Cup, or this was
97. This one was
okay, but this was Wrestle Kingdom, or whatever
back then
it was.
Wrestling
Kingdom.
World, yeah.
Yeah, it was still Wrestling War or whatever.
Yeah, the J Cup originally was like a tournament of 8 different champions from different organizations.
I found it, dude. I'm telling you, this might be the next thing to review. This because you're telling me Ultimo Dragon, Jushin Thunder Liger, dude, in 97
with 8 belts on the line. This is of course where we get that famous photo of Jushin Thunder Liger with all the belts.
Well, yeah, because it was always Ultimo Dragon. That's the next one I need to get. I need to get me an Ultimo. If anybody's curious, that's Zack Sabre Jr. I got a Kenny Omega on the way. Fucking Ultimo Dragon definitely needs to be on that list.
But also on January 4th in 1999, the night the channels changed. At the peak of the Monday Night War, Hulk Hogan defeated Kevin Nash for the WCW World Championship with the infamous finger poke of doom.
Fucking shit.
But
fucking shit.
If that wasn't bad enough, WCW also leaked the pre-taped results of Mankind defeating The Rock for the WWE Championship on Raw, which backfired and led to 600,000 Nitro viewers switched to Raw, and WCW never beat WWE in the ratings again, and they bought them out just like 2 years later.
Well, yeah, they knew they were on a downward spiral, and they didn't know how to fix themselves, and they went through every freaking possible move, but literally their own success was their own detriment, and by their own success, they started getting success because they let guys like fucking Hall, Nash, and Hogan book, and that ended up being their giant detriment, because they gotta stay strong.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna leak the competition's main event result, but you combat it with the finger poke of doom.
Yeah, no, you don't do that. That doesn't work very well.
If you're gonna take advantage.
Right?
January 5th, 2016, EC3 won the TNA World Championship for the second time, defeating Matt Hardy on a rare live Impact. However, he dropped the title back to Hardy after 3 days, which aired on tape delay 2 weeks later.
Boo.
They shafted EC3 the second time.
It's bastards.
December 5th, 2020. It's weird that we have history just a year ago. After winning the Intercontinental Championship the previous night, Naito defeated heavyweight champion Okada at Wrestle Kingdom Night 2 in a title-for-title match. This was also the night of Jushin Thunder Liger's official retirement after 35 years.
Oh, yeah. Shoo. What a moment.
And nothing has ever gone right since Liger retired.
No,
the world's gone to shit.
It really has. It's like, oh god, this here comes one of the world's staples of wrestling, or the staple of wrestling, if you will. And I'm retired. Bam, go to hell. Everything crap. And it's like, what? But we can also blame COVID.
I guess so, but I guess it wouldn't hurt to have Liger back.
You're not wrong. It would definitely be a some chocolate fudge on top of the sundae.
And 2 bits of history for today. In 1983, Carlos Colon defeated Ric Flair for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship at a house show in Puerto Rico. However, as the match was not recorded or televised, the NWA pretended it didn't happen and returned the title to Flair 4 days later.
That's the NWA for you, baby.
There was like 3 title changes in that period. And the NWA all 3 times just went, get the title back to Flair.
Yep.
So that's why his world title count is all fucked up, because there's some that get recognized and some that don't.
Well, because like if you really think about it, he's in like 27, 28 territory, and it's like, what? And it's because of these things. It's because, oh yeah, hey, he's going to put over your guy in your town at your stadium, and he's going to come back to America. What the fuck are you talking? This is Ric Flair. He didn't do that. That didn't happen. You go to Puerto Rico and you tell me that happened. And, of course, back in the fucking 80s, nobody could just up and fly to Puerto Rico.
No. So you're going to beat Flair for the title, but not really.
But not really.
Okay, give it back.
Mm-hmm.
And also today in 2019, at Homecoming, Taya Valkyrie defeated Tessa Blanchard for the Knockouts Championship, beginning the longest reign in history of 377 days, smashing Taryn Terrell's previous record of 279 days. And Deonna Purrazzo did come close. She came within like 20 days of breaking the record, but for whatever reason, they made her drop it to Mickie James.
Oh my God.
But we'll talk about the rematch a little bit later on at Hard to Kill. So only a few birthdays this week. On New Year's Eve, Katie Forbes turned 31.
I was wondering why you were like hesitant about it.
I'm sure there were some celebrations going on there.
Somebody was celebrating.
Shane Taylor turned 35. Danny Burch turned 40, who's we're going to be talking about because he's just been released. Matt Cross turned 41. I don't know who this guy is, but I got to mention it. New Year's Day was the 33rd birthday of Stony Hooker.
First off, that's the most kick-ass name I've ever heard in the business. I don't give a shit what nobody says. You tell me Stony Hooker's coming, I'm popping.
Yeah, I'm front row. Vader Scott turned 38. Jimmy Hart, Mouth of the South, turned 78. December 3rd was, of course, the 70th birthday of the legendary Jim Ross. Willie Mack turned 35 on December 5th, yesterday. And today is the 58th birthday of both Jackie Moore and Conan.
Oh, yeah.
So let's get into this week in wrestling, and our week begins on Friday, so we kicked it off on New Year's Day with a bloodbath of a women's tag team street fight. It got very violent very quickly.
Who in the hell would have thought that one was going to get the way it got? I mean, I figured I knew it was going to be like because they said it was a street fight or no DQ, whatever they had called it. I was like, okay. I just didn't think these girls were going to fucking bleed. And I mean, dude, poor Ty Conti. Oh my God. I'm still replaying that fucking knee right to the face. Fucking poor Penelope Ford. Like, just
Is that
the
what busted
worst
her open,
aim.
or was it the bottle?
You know
Obviously,
what?
the bottle wasn't fine.
It might have been the bottle. I'm more worried because like I remember seeing her face just massacred, and I'm like, that had to come off that table shot. But now that you say that, I did notice some like blood in her hair. That could have been from the bottle.
Because like Bunny and Ty both bled pretty much around the same time, and Penelope has the great words of motivation: "You're bleeding, but you're still beautiful."
There you go. I love it.
Personally, I think Anna Jay stood out the most in the match, though. I mean, she hit the superplex into the tax, but obviously she landed in the tax too. She got the win with the barbed wire wrapped around her arm.
Yeah, she was a beast in this one. The barbed wire spot got me. The thumbtacks, I've always said I'm not a giant fan of them, but I will admit, dude, you got to have a set of balls to be doing that thumbtack spot. And the lady balls on these ladies, they're bigger than mine. Like, that was some shit. Like, I mean, I was impressed all around. I really was. Like, I didn't as gimmick based as it was, nothing was really sloppy besides that fucking knee shot. But again, that's gonna happen. You know what I mean? You're flying in the air, especially when you're not a Ricochet or a Will Ospreay. You really can't be controlling yourself in the air like that. You're your average slapdick. You know what I mean? I'm gonna fall down, not fucking front fly in front of me. I might fucking fall down sideways because that's how uncoordinated I am. But I loved everything about it. You make me, like you say, Anna Jay stood out the most. Besides those two spots, I want to go back and see, like, did I miss something? Was she better than I thought? I don't know. I also hold her to a little bit higher of a standard. She's gotten way better over the last couple of years. Same thing with Ty. I hate to admit that I focus on Penelope Ford and the Bunny. It's because I feel like they haven't hit their peak yet. They're still learning the work, and it sucks because they've both been on the indies for a while, and I can already hear fucking guys like Teddy and Harold chewing my ass. I get it. I fucking get it. It's just not clicking. Something for me is not clicking. So I focus on them a little more so I can see, are they gonna finally click for me? And it did in this one. But yeah, no, I gotta, with all the wrestling I've watched this week, that's probably one I'd still want to go back and see just so I can recap it, because yeah, no, they fucking killed it.
Yeah.
On a fucking rampage nonetheless.
I say Anna Jay stood out the most. Maybe it's because it was so unexpected for her to do so, not so well, but to like
do
stand
so
out.
much.
But,
No, she stood out.
But honestly, Anna Jay obviously stole the show too. Ty Conti obviously stole the show too.
Well, on top of that, she was also not only that, but she was all over the rumor mill too, with the her and Sammy thing.
Ain't no rumor anymore.
No, they put that rumor to bed.
That's not the only thing they put to bed.
Hey, you know what? They probably. I feel bad for whoever rooms next to them. Let me just say, he's probably like, "Can I room down the hall, please?" It was probably Brian Cage. He's like, "I get the fuck out of this goddamn company."
Neighbors are finding out why they call him the Spanish God. Jeez.
Sammy will love that.
I mean, he's a Spanish God. She knows Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Neighbors move out.
That's right, bro. Latin power activate.
You know what, though? With the exception of Cody, I think I've seen more women bleed in AEW than the men.
You know what? As of recent, yeah. I didn't even think about that.
Like, Jericho's bled quite a lot too, but when the women go into a street fight, they go.
Yeah, because I'm really sitting here trying to think about it. Because like most of the time, it's fucking Corey or Cody for the TSK out there. It like he's the guy that's always bleeding. Who else is always? I swear it's like Mox too, but he's been gone for a while, so that's been kind of helpful.
Jericho's
yeah, no-
bled, MJF.
MJF, but it's been mainly the ladies. I like it, but see, that's the fucking thing, though. Too. See, we just lifted off two of the biggest stars that they have, John Moxley and Chris Jericho, and they've been off TV for quite some time. And did anybody fucking even notice? Has this product gone down in stature? Has it gotten any worse? No.
I mean, they're missed, but it
Yeah.
hasn't dropped in quality.
There's so many, because there's so many other stars that guys are getting spotlight. Nobody's getting mad, and we need Mox back. Oh, we need Jericho back. And none of that shit matters because look at all the other good stars.
No, so
Good stuff.
we may as well stay with AEW while we're being so positive.
Might as well. Shit.
We of course kicked off the TBS Era Dynamite with Hangman and Bryan again. Well, there we go. Blood again in that match. They just tore into each other, and
They beat the living fuck out of each other, those poor bastards.
yeah,
Like, I think what it was is B-Dry saw the two Okada matches, and he was like, hey, we gotta do some shit. All right, look at here, we gotta do some shit. And so they fucking turned it on. Literally, like from the jump. Like I went back and I rewatched it this morning. I got in with the TSK maybe like 5-6 minutes behind, but that 5-6 minutes behind felt like an hour to me. You know what I mean? I was like, nah, you got to go back. I got to see how Hangman got color and the whole whatever. So to see the sequence of it and how well it was built, it was like, dude, it was better than their first one. It ended perfectly. There was rumors
Hangman
of
looked like a psycho at the end.
He really
That look in
did
his
though.
eyes.
Like the eyes, the blood, the everything. It was fucking perfect, dude. It's like I've been saying for weeks on end now. B-Dry and Punk are there to put guys over.
Mhm.
So I mean, I'm not going to be surprised when fucking MJF beats Punk.
No,
The world might be shocked. I'll be sitting there with my beer like, I fucking told you this was coming. Didn't I tell you? I told you this was coming.
I mean, I was expecting Kingston to beat Punk, but that was just like a one and done. But
Right.
they're really building this MJF Punk feud, and
Big time.
so funny. Punk gets MJF DQ'd, and then they just trade bobs again.
But see, that was the thing though, because the way they did it, some people were like, "Is this a fucking Punk heel turn? Like, what's going on?" And I'm like, "No, he's just outsmarting, fucking MJF, and he got him DQ'd, and now he's got a fucking loss on his record. In 2021, he's 0-1, or 2022, he's 0-1. Like, what the fuck?" I love how that drives him so insane.
Yeah, his reaction was great.
Perfect. MJF I
Wins
hate
and
that he's a
losses
fucking
matter.
kid. Yes, they do.
Especially
Yes,
in
they do.
AEW.
I mean, especially when the fucking top heel makes it known that, like, you fucking ruined me because I'm 0-1 right now. Like, that's how you know win-loss record means that a lot.
Well, yeah, because now he's like further away from getting a world title shot. I haven't seen anybody complain yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if there was a lot of WWE diehards that were upset that AEW mentioned WWE again. But
I haven't seen any backlash yet. I'm hoping what it is a lot of these fucking WWE marks are writing that, I secretly watched Wrestle Kingdom High and now I'm not going to fucking bitch about nothing because I actually saw what real pro wrestling is. I know a lot of fucking WWE
hope.
marks do it. Okay, I know you do. You say you're getting a feel of it. It's your fucking guilty pleasure. Hey, fucking enjoy it. But if you want to see that shit on a regular basis, just turn on TBS, dude. Stop fucking kidding yourself. Like, seriously.
Yeah.
But no, I've seen nothing yet. I don't know.
Well, I mean, the mentions were great. MJF basically pointing out that CM Punk's never main evented a WrestleMania, even when he was WWE champion. And of course, there has been a lot of rumors about MJF going to WWE one day, which I don't see happening because they would water the shit down of him.
We say that and we think that, but the thing that makes it so great is the way he pushes it is he knows we say that, and he's like, but you don't get, like, I'm fucking MJF and this, and they're gonna constantly play it up. And I guarantee you, by next year, we're gonna be like, is this guy really fucking leaving? Is he really? We can go back and forth every fucking week for an entire year. Was that fucking 52 episodes? We can do that, and literally episode 52, fuck, he might really go. Because he is going to sell it that fucking hard. Yeah, the reality is yeah, he'll probably get watered down like nobody's fucking business. He has no reason to be there. Not a single one.
You can't be MJF in WWE.
No. Sorry. I mean, they wouldn't let fucking Keith Lee be Keith Lee in fucking WWE. They wouldn't let Matt Riddle be Matt Riddle in WWE. They're not, and again, you're talking about exactly what Vince McMahon wanted, a big, strong, fast guy that could talk, that happened to be black. We're fucking superstar if you ask me, but I guess I'm just a fucking slapdick. And then you have Matt Riddle, who, what did we say 2 years ago when they signed him? He's the fucking reincarnation of goddamn Kerry Von Erich. And what has Vince always wanted his entire life? Kerry Von Erich. And he fucked him. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like RK Bro, but how long did it take for him to get usable?
Yeah. And I don't know what it is, if like Randy wanted to get him over or if they just decided to put him with Randy, but
you know
it
what?
works.
I wouldn't be surprised because, see, Randy's got that kind of fucking pull. Like, I've been here forever. You're not going to fucking tell me what I can and can't do. If I want to get
Randy
this kid
does what
over,
he wants.
I'll fucking put the kid over. And you know what? Maybe it is Randy. And if it is, thank God for Randy. Seriously.
Yeah, I don't think Randy gets enough credit for his mind.
He really doesn't. I think people just bag on him for being that older guy in the spotlight. I mean, and I'm one of them. I'm not gonna hide behind anything different. But the guy is fucking smart. He is, and I will admit that he's probably the only guy that I could see that is a WWE fucking bred. Like, he is WWE right now. That is that guy. He fucking leaves and go to AEW. Like, I wouldn't give it. Like, I'd be all about it. You kidding me? Like, he's the only guy I would, and I'm going to get some backlash for this one too. But besides Cena, he's the only guy I'd fucking absolutely, the only diehard WWE guy that I would love to see jump ship. Fuck Brock Lesnar, fuck was it Bobby Lashley, anybody else? Give me the two last pillars. Show up on the big show. Show up on AEW. That shit would be bananas.
Yeah, the last remnant of OVW. That 2002 class was badass.
I mean, how many stars were in it?
Cena,
6.
Orton, Batista,
Shelton Benjamin, Brock Lesnar.
Yep. The list goes on and on and on.
Oh yeah, there were some dudes in the background too.
So back to Punk and MJF. Punk's line was like an insult to WWE without actually saying anything. You think the grass is green on the other side? Just his laugh was enough of a response. But then he takes the shot.
Because he was so perfect though. Because he's like, go ahead. You knock yourself out. You go over there and you tell me how green that grass is. Yeah,
you go main event night 4 of a buy one get one free 4-night extravaganza.
I almost peed myself. I was laughing so hard.
I read one tweet and the guy said, I would have collapsed if Punk would have used the words premium live event. Because they're not pay-per-views anymore, they're premium live events.
That would have been hilarious to use their actual wording against them.
Yeah, that is so stupid. They have to over-explain everything.
They think we're that stupid.
You got a subscription, so you don't pay for it anymore, so it's not a pay-per-view. Well, you still call them pay-per-view when you had the network, so...
I have to pay to view it, don't I?
Right.
So it's a pay-per-view. Like, I don't fucking...
Well, some people have to pay to view it.
Right?
But anyway, also, we finally had the first TBS champion, and as we predicted, inevitably it was Jade. But I will give her credit; she did look great. Little bit slow in some moves, but at the end when she raised the belt, she looked like a star.
I figured this was gonna happen. I just I don't want to be that dude and say like Ruby was like the wrong person to carry her. I don't want to. I'm not gonna say that. So let me just clear that part out of your mind. Her and Ruby's chemistry wasn't as good as I hoped it was going to be. Let me go with that one. And because of that, I still liked it. It was not Jade's best match. I think I saw Jade's best match like 2 weeks. It was her and Thunder Rosa was her best match. I was like, see, that one should have been the TBS title match. That one could have been like, okay, that puts her on the map. But it's Ruby. It's a more, I guess, a little bit, I don't want to say a bigger name. I'm not going to say a bigger name. A more established name. Somebody with a lot more lineage and history than a Thunder Rosa. So, I mean, I can get why you would use her as a pillar. But personally, if you're going to build this person, and as a guy that has been critiquing the crap out of her for as long as I can remember, as long as she's been around, you need to have her win in fashion so she looks even better going forward. I mean, it was good, but again, if you could just switch the semifinal and the final, that much better.
Yeah, and also, I mean, we don't know if Ruby was working with an injury or if she was.
I think
selling.
she was, dude, because like if you go back to that interview she has after she gets jumped, she can barely like talk. She sounds like she's about ready to fucking cry. She fucked her shoulder up.
And then, of course, there was a spot during the match where she was like on the ground outside the ring, which is where we almost got a little bit of interference.
Almost. Until Thunder Rosa with the save.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be a good feud.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be awesome. Are you kidding me?
Two fiery Latinas. Oh.
Dude. Well, cause I'm super excited because like I don't think I've ever seen Mercedes Martinez and Thunder Rosa like work together. I don't know if that's like a Stardom thing or a Shine thing. I'm hoping somebody can give me some background on that. But you got like I have yet to see a bad Thunder Rosa match on AEW. And if there's one that is bad, somebody please point it out to me because again, I haven't seen a bad one yet. And Mercedes Martinez is 18 years in the business, 19 years in the business, worked with some of the best women wrestlers there's ever been. Yeah, this thing is going to fucking kill. And you know what? And it's also going to turn around and probably put Mercedes Martinez on the map. The only issue is it's probably going to cost Thunder Rosa another loss. But again, all signs point to her right now as far as who's next for Britt Baker if she can beat Riho, which I'm pretty sure she's going to beat Riho.
Yeah. Well, they have definitely faced each other before, Rosa and Mercedes. I'm just taking a look now. And I'm not sure what company it was, but they definitely faced before. Okay,
well then, hey. So then they have past chemistry, and like some of the more women wrestling diehards are going to be like, oh, I can't wait to see this again, AEW style. I'm just excited, period. So,
yeah, I haven't seen that match, so
it can only be good. Right?
Yeah. Malachi, this one pissed me off a little bit. So Malachi Black defeated Pillman Jr. But at the end of the match, we had like the blackout tease, and you're expecting, because he's just teased that he's going to start revealing members of the House of Black. So you get the blackout.
Only that, but fucking rumor mill. Oh, Brody King's supposed to debut tonight. Brody King's supposed to debut tonight. Brody King's supposed to debut tonight. Where? Fuck, where is he? I didn't see this motherfucker nowhere.
No, well, we literally had a vignette like a few weeks ago. So the lights go out, the crowd starts cheering, you can feel they're thinking the same thing we are. They're expecting a debut, and now they just switch places. What the fuck was that?
Magic. The fuck?
What the?
Yeah, so ripoff.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a dick tease.
So hold on, I got to bring this up because I'm 100% with my man Harold on this one. We because we always have these discussions in the TSK. They sometimes the TSK is stupidly quiet, and sometimes it goes bananas, and like you got to turn your phone like ringer off. It just happens. And we were going a little bananas with this yesterday, and he said it beautifully, and I couldn't agree with him more. AEW is out of the honeymoon phase. You are now in the I'm going to critique you phase to the fullest of the degree. I can still, I'm not going to say I can be biased. I do like this product more. It is, God, I don't want to say my second favorite product to watch just because, fucking 2 nights of Wrestle Kingdom fucking kills you and it makes you want to watch nothing but New Japan. It really does. But AEW is my favorite promotion right now. But it's like, yeah, no, dude, it's time to start getting critiqued on. You know what I mean? Time to really start taking the screws to you guys, and let's see what can hopefully change. If anything for the better, because right now, I mean, nothing's bad, so there's nothing to critique. That's the upside, except for the dick teasing.
Yeah.
I don't like. If
They're way too fond of their blackouts.
I was just gonna say, yeah, either if you're gonna do it like that, then don't be teasing guys. So then I just know he's doing his dumb magic trick to get out of the ring. Otherwise, I'm immediately, because we as professional wrestling fans, for as long as I've been around, when you black out the fucking arena, somebody new or somebody returning appears. It's the fucking age-old thing. I think Warrior did it. I think fucking Vader did it. I think that's how fucking the Great Oz came out, aka Kevin Nash. It's like, I don't know. Don't fucking tease. God damn it.
No. Hell, they've even used it for Darby Allin to just pop up in the ring.
Yeah, knock that shit off.
Not everybody's the Undertaker. They can't all teleport.
I think, yeah. I mean, hell, the FTR is like really like the only people that FTR and the Best Friends are the only people that have logically ever gotten to the arena. Motor vehicles, one by their mom and one by a kick-ass truck. Thanks, Mom.
Trent's mom drive straight to the ring.
That's right.
You can tell they grew up watching Stone Cold.
I can just imagine.
Anybody got a Zamboni?
Oh God, no! Don't give him no Zamboni.
The main event was kind of surprising. We got new tag team champs in Jungle Express, and it was so
Jurassic
nice.
Express.
Jurassic. I keep calling him Jungle Express. Jurassic Express.
I don't feel bad because every time I hear JR call fucking Jack, was it fucking Jungle Boy Jack Perry? I'm like, no, dude, just stop. Like I said, I think I've said this before. I've given him his entire full name of Jack, or was it Nicholas Jack, Jungle Boy Nicholas Jack Periskis or something like that? Like I totally ripped it apart. I had to, because it's like, just call the guy Jungle Boy. Shut the fuck up. I get it. You knew him. You knew his dad. Shut the fuck up. Just call him Jungle Boy.
Nobody calls him Jack Perry.
Do you call any other fucking dork by their real name? No, you don't call any other fucking wrestler by their real name except for maybe Chris Jericho. But you don't go out there, oh, fucking Chris Irvin, or, whatever the fuck. Like, no, you idiot. Like, God, it just drives me bananas.
MJF, too. It's also only when he's being introduced. They call him MJF Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
Mm-hmm.
But, it was a nice surprise. Nice for Jungle Boy to be the one to get the pin. It felt like a big moment. His mom and his sister in the crowd were there for it. But the ending was weird because like the whole tag team division filled the stage, and then it just kept cutting to like Jericho and like random people in the skybox watching. It's just like, what? Okay, what's?
So I had to listen to Uncle Dave this morning. I had to get a feel of it. For those that watched the main, first and foremost, it was like 3/4, like the first hour and a half of this show, super solid, perfect way to start on TBS, no problems, absolutely loved it. But then it's like it got cursed at the end because you had that unnecessary, I'm going to say it was relatively, that's not true. Let me stop. The choke slam spot could have simply just been Luchasaurus doing a choke slam. Just choke slam the dude through a table, and guess what? We wouldn't have had what we had. Both, if you watch the replay, and I don't recommend you do it because this is one of these more. This is a very gruesome injury by Phoenix to the point where I'm worried that the guy might not be able to really come back, and if he does, it's going to be at least a year. And that for me is a shoot. And the reason why I say that is I think not only did Phoenix break his arm probably in multiple places, he more than likely tore his bicep. So wrap all that into one, mixed with atrophy and all kinds of he's going to be out for a while. It was fucking gruesome. But if you watch the replay, Luchasaurus also catches his arm in a very funky way too. And I'm afraid his broke as well. And he just slid into the ring and muscled it out so they can attempt to have this celebration, while they tend to Phoenix. But they had like 4 minutes of dead air. So he, 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 4 minutes of dead air. So he they bring all the tag teams, and I get it. It was probably supposed to be like a cool little moment, maybe the Lucha Bros hand the belts off, little hug, little this, little that. These are the guys you got to take on now, blah, 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 blah. But it's going to be overcasted by this fucking injury. And it sucks because it was such a great moment for them. But then you worry about the injury, Everybody's going to talk like today. Some guys are going to go to work. Oh, dude, you guys see fucking Jurassic Express win the belt? Did you see fucking Phoenix's arm go like this? No, but I mean, yes, but no. That's going to be the thing.
It literally looked like Gilroy Lockhart cast a spell on Phoenix's arm, and there's no bones left, so it's not broken anymore.
Oh,
There's
yeah,
just
no bones. It was just,
But also, Jungle Boy not only got the pin, but he pinned fucking Penta.
Yeah, that's great. Good. I mean, I'm so glad. I've been waiting for when these guys were going to get gold. I think I was set. Well, no, I had said that Jungle Boy was going to be the first of them to be world champ. That's not happening yet. But I'm glad that they put gold on him. He needed gold. I don't want to say like the Lucha Brothers had to lose. But it just felt like it was like you can't let Jungle Express, or Jurassic Express, get me doing it too. Jurassic Express not win right now. You know what I mean?
No.
And at the same time, where the fuck are the Briscoes? I know I know AEW technically is in the red or whatever. They're losing money according to the fucking analytics or whatever the fuck financial bullshit. But where are these teams? I mean, like we were talking about Brody King and all the teas for him to come in. The Briscoes are literally begging Tony Khan to sign him.
Yeah.
Where the fuck are these guys?
G.O.D. have been asking for an invitation for a while, too.
Well, I think are they in this? They got to be in the States because they weren't in Japan.
I think they have been, yeah.
Well, then, yeah, bring their asses in, too. Especially, not to say it like that, but now is a perfect time. I mean, you have your one of your top tag teams going to have to go single for quite a bit. Yeah. Unfortunately.
But obviously the forbidden door is still open or whatever because Mercedes Martinez is on Impact this week against Diana.
Well, there you go. I mean, good. That's I want to say it's cracked. I don't know how the Impact thing is going to work out. I'm hoping it can get better. I'm not going to go counting my fucking roosters before they hatch kind of shit. But you know me, I'm the only door I give a fuck about is Japan. Is the second that door could be, and it's all because of COVID. Until COVID, and I don't know when this is going to fucking slow down, and that's the biggest issue of all. Because it's like the second it slows down, you have the total opportunity for a rematch of Mox and Tanahashi. You have the opportunity of bringing in Okada for CM Punk or Okada for Bryan or Okada for Omega. Ibushi can come in. Shingo Takagi can come in. The fucking list, dude. The list goes on. Bring fucking Tomohiro Ishii back. Just like I said, the list of dudes that would love to come to the stage and do this. Like, it would be WCW and New Japan back in the early 90s again. But probably, I don't want to say better, but probably better.
Well, the Impact door, I would describe it right now as a jar.
There you go. I like that. A jar.
It's not open. It's a jar.
Mm-hmm.
But another injury also, spoiler alert, people, for Rampage tomorrow night. Jake Atlas is against Adam Cole. Apparently on the taping, Jake Atlas blew his knee out.
Oh,
he's only been there like 2 weeks.
A week.
Not even a week.
He got signed to he debuted on Dark yesterday, on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Fucking got signed the day after, or got signed that night. Got talked about yesterday and apparently got fucked up today. Or last night.
That's a bad week.
God dang it. And I was so excited for this guy. So excited. And even Tony Khan said, like, Jake Atlas was one of the, I was like, oh, wow. I could just imagine him coming down. But Jake Atlas was one of the guys that he was like, I wanted to build this company around him. You know what I mean? Like, he was one of the indie stars that they had to have. And he ended up going to WWE, and well, we all know how that went. But the thing I'm already loving, and I said this in past Max episodes, or maybe even like NXT, when I was reviewing NXT and AEW or whatever, but when he was in NXT, his whole video package was, I'm gay. I'm out here trying to tell you secretly I'm gay. And I'm like, let the motherfucker be gay. Like, what's wrong with them? Like, goddamn be gay. Look at fucking Sonny Kiss. And what do they do? He's fucking out there as himself. Little crop top little thing. He's got his fancy walk, but he's out there working. And he looks like he put on some weight. Not in a bad way. Look like he put on some size.
He's had a meal.
Good for him. Yeah. But, I mean, if he blew his knee out, that's what, 4 months at best, 6 months at normal?
Yeah, from what I read, it was like a mid-air super kick.
Oh, it just came down awkwardly, huh?
Yeah. So I guess we'll see tomorrow on Rampage.
Cause I'm sick of getting up instead of going down. I'm sick of never being able to cross the line. I'm sick of pretending everything is fine. You got it, you're just a freak like me.
It's the Ultimate Finesser, your girl's favorite wrestler, and you are watching Max Wrestling Podcast. And now, we're gonna take it to the max!
Hey, this is the charismatic enigma, Jeff Hardy. Welcome to the Madhouse.
Cause I'm sick of getting up instead of going down. I'm sick of never being able to cross the line. I'm sick of pretending everything is fine. You got it, you're just a freak like me.
Welcome back to the Cap and Mo Show. For the first time, you get to see our beautiful faces throughout the show. Over the past week, we have had 3 pay-per-views with Day 1 and Nights 1 and 2 of Wrestle Kingdom. We're almost ready to take a breather for a couple of weeks, but we got one more pay-per-view to come, so we're going to be predicting Impact Hard to Kill in just a little bit. But Royal Rumble is coming up at the end of the month, which also means that podcast Promo Rumble is coming up on January 27th. We got Cypher making his return, and we'll go one-on-one with The Shape for the first time ever in a promo exhibition. We don't know who the Phoenix will choose to challenge him for the Knowledge Championship yet, but what we do know is that he will defend the Television Championship against the winner of Ring of Games 2 on the Rumble pre-launch show. If you haven't seen it yet, go back and watch the first Ring of Games.
Great stuff.
It's so much fun, and it led to this video era of Max Wrestling. Also, the World Championship will be on the line. Your current champion is Mr. Chad Malcolm.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of Chad Malcolm,
Right?
I know that music. It would appear that our world champion, the lawyer, Chad Malcolm, has something to say.
Ladies and gentlemen of Max Wrestling, it is your world champion, the lawyer. 2022. Going into 2022, I believe that champions get to choose their own challengers. Well, there's some breaking news for you. Next week on the Max Wrestling Podcast, I will announce who my next challenger will be.
Well, I guess we'll find out next week who Chad will choose as his challenger for Podcast Promo Rumble 7 for the Max Wrestling World Championship on January 27th, because Podcast Promo Rumble is the event where champions pick their poison, except for the TV champion.
Right. I was just gonna say, this guy's over here, fucking like. But why are you gonna be a dick? Didn't we just talk about people being a dick tease over here?
Yeah,
teasing
exactly.
Fucks?
Chad just did the
tell us who
blackout.
the fuck you're an asshole, bud.
One more week, and then we'll find out who he's picking for the world title. For more information on Podcast Promo Rumble 7, go to maxwrestling.net/Rumble7. So, onto the WWE side of things. Heyman is back with Brock.
Who saw that coming? I don't give a shit.
And now we're finally getting Lashley versus Farmer Brock at the Rumble. Finally, Lesnar versus Lashley. Yeah,
After how many
Farmer
years?
Brock. Oh,
I
how
mean-
long has Lashley been asking for this match?
How long has Lashley been back in WWE?
But wouldn't it
We
be
thought
great
this-
though if like this is how Lashley beats Lesnar because Reigns is probably going to get involved?
That's not fine. I don't. This is like one of those ones that I've actually wanted. Okay, this is one of those dudes I've actually wanted. But I'm also one of those dudes where I look at them from the outside of from the E, if you will, and you have a dude who I'm pretty sure is still undefeated in Bellator, and that's fucking Bobby Lashley, to a guy Brock Lesnar who's lost all of I think 3 UFC fights. So
2 or 3, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's 2 or 3, something like that. But it's like, why don't they like? I need to have these guys have like a shoot fucking grappling match or something. You know, you got the what is it? I forget what they call it in when you win the like division title or whatever in the army. I think they call it like the arm. He was like an armed game, like he won gold in like the armed games. I think is what they call it for wrestling. Like 4 years straight, Bobby Lashley did. And then Brock Lesnar was I want to say a 2-time NCAA champion, heavyweight.
Yeah.
So, yeah, because I know it wasn't 4, because I know he was only there for a couple of years. So, I mean, yeah, Minnesota.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I need to see them have like a shoot wrestling match. That's what I need. Some real wrestling.
I mean, Lesnar's MMA background is pretty much UFC. Lashley's been all over.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I think he fought in Brazil. I think he fought in Japan. I think he fought in Mexico. No, I don't know about Mexico, but I know for sure Japan and Brazil. But yeah, no, he's still undefeated in Bellator, right?
I'm double checking. I think so. I don't see any mention of him losing.
Right? I was like, who the fuck would beat his ass? And the fucked up thing is like they never put him in as heavyweight champ. They never tried to make him heavyweight champ.
No.
And then I think he's got like a double-digit record.
I don't know about Bellator. I think he's undefeated in Bellator, but overall in MMA, he's 15-2.
Jesus Christ. Oh my Lord, have mercy. Like,
6 by knockout, 6 by submission, 3 by decision.
Okay, here we go. What do you got for me, Bellator? He's 15-2. Okay, so he did lose twice.
Yeah, at least.
He got TKO'd and decisioned by who did he lose to? Of course, you're not going to tell me who he lost to. Why the fuck would you do that? I have no idea. It had to be some dudes. It had to be like a fucking. Who in the fuck would beat this guy? That's what I'm like. Really, like, who in the fuck would beat him? I really want to look. I'm trying to fuck. Did he lose in Strikeforce? No, it had to be Bellator.
There was also Shark Fight.
I beg your pardon.
Whatever the fuck that is.
Shark Fight? Okay.
Well, if Lesnar can F5 a shark, Lashley can fight one.
Right.
That's something I want to see on TV. Shark fights.
Shark fights. I can't even fucking. Yeah, nobody. Oh, hey, here we go. I was about to say, nobody has the balls to put his fucking losses up there. That's not true. He lost Strikeforce by doctor stoppage. So in reality, that's not a fucking. That's not a loss.
No.
Okay, if the doctor stops you, that ain't a loss. And then he lost one by unanimous decision. I don't know why. This is in India, by the way. Super Fight League 3 is what it was. Bobby Lashley versus James Thompson. I have no idea who the fuck this. That's a big motherfucker though.
And he beat Bobby Lashley, but we don't know who he is.
The Colossus.
That's a claim to fame right there.
Elite XC, Pride Fighter, Strike Force. I mean, the guy's a fighter. He's a big time fighter, but I mean, he's got 40 matches.
The only guy who's actually beat Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, by decision.
Why is he not famous?
Because
why haven't WWE tried to sign him? They like
because it happened in India. That's why.
Oh, it's an NWA thing. It didn't happen.
Exactly. It happened outside of the States. It didn't happen.
WWE also once again took Liv Morgan to the finish line and then tied her laces together.
Fuck her, right?
And they did the same thing. They job her out, and then they ask if she deserves another shot. Again, on social media.
This is why I stopped following 90% of their social media, because I'm like, why do you pretend to give a shit? Why do you pretend to give a shit?
Why do you set yourselves up for the barrage?
You know you don't care. You know you don't give a fuck. So why do you do this?
I don't want to get my hopes up again, but because this has been going on for like 6 months to a year now, but they've now added Bianca Belair to the mix, so I'm guessing we're going to get a triple threat at the Rumble. Liv pins Bianca and Becky stays protected. Maybe that's how they give the title to her finally. I can't see how they can drag it out to WrestleMania, because surely by now people will be like, the moment's gone.
You're gonna tell me you're gonna try to drag this out for 3 months after she's lost twice? No, that's not. There's no reason to try it. There's no fucking valid reason that would even fucking work, to be funky with you. So I don't get that, but I can see the triple threat thing. They don't really don't want to pin Becky, so they have to bring somebody else in. But
yeah,
like I just said about AEW, look what Bryan Danielson just fucking did. Look what he just did. He just lost to a dude who hasn't fucking been around a third of the time fucking B-Drive's been around. And what did he do? He went over there and he put him over. Established stars twice. Thank you. Established stars can put over new stars if you fucking let them, and that is what slowly will start you on the correct trajectory to stardom. If I fucking win this belt off of pinning some fucking jerk off, who's gonna remember me beating the fucking star? Nobody. They're gonna remember me pinning this jerk off. But you're the champion. But I pinned a jerk off. Like, dude, the way to make stars is by, unfortunately, making your gigantic stars look at just a little vulnerable. Just a little. It's not gonna hurt you. I promise you. I've watched this product for a while. All right. I think I know a thing or two.
Right. Meanwhile, we've got Edge and Beth on TV together as predicted.
What the fuck is that hair?
Oh, her and Edge just may as well just go Viking.
I was gonna say, I was like, they're full Viking, bro. Like, come on. Like, I just need to see the fucking War Raiders now. Like, they're like,
maybe
this
not.
is my cousins. That'd be hilarious. That fucking, come on, somebody book that.
I don't want to see the Viking Raiders, but I'm happy for War Machine.
All fucking day long. Give me, why do you think they call them stupid ass Viking Raiders? Fuck. Oh, War Machine, goddammit.
So, we were slightly, well, I think I was slightly wrong on Miz getting the win over Edge and then Beth coming out, but for whatever reason, Edge got the win and then Beth came out anyway.
Because they don't want to make, I don't know. It could have been a thing where it was like, you could have just had a screw job. Like, Maurice gets involved. It's not a big deal. But instead, they're showing you, we know that Miz is an idiot. Okay, that's great. We knew that too. But that doesn't mean that you can't have his wife, who's done this before by the way, help him win the fucking match. And then out comes Beth Phoenix. Looking like she's going to fucking rape and pillage their fucking house.
That might be a surprise to some of the younger fans, but Maurice has actually wrestled before and won championships and stuff.
But I mean, even if you decide you don't want to talk about that part of it, think about what was it? His didn't he get a fucking world title run just recently, like a year ago?
Yeah, he cashed
something like
in.
that. But I mean, how much of that was thanks to his wife's help? A crap ton. So again, how fucking hard would it have been to do the simplest thing possible of simply having my fucking evil wife help me win in an evil way? Oh shit, there's a Viking lady up there. I'm just saying, it fucking writes itself, dude. It writes itself.
Yeah. But then they write their own stuff, such as the NXT debacle. The black and gold brand is officially dead. dead. I mean, it's been killed like 5 times over now, but it's dead now.
Well, yeah, to the point because fucking Braun Breaker kicked the goddamn X in half, for fuck's sake. If you know what, next Tuesday, if they don't have a brand new title for this fucking kid, fuck
Right.
you and your black and gold is dead. Get rid of that belt. I'm sorry. I love it. I'm not saying I hate the belt. That's not what I'm getting at. Don't think I'm bashing the title.
But it doesn't fit anymore.
Exactly. If you're going to be a brand new thing, then it needs to be brand new. And that includes your title belts.
Yeah, so I haven't seen the show, but I watched his entrance. So he breaks the chains, the old NXT logo gets fan acid,
Mm-hmm.
and then he kicks this big ass gold X in half. It's just, yeah, WWE are so fucking bipolar. They're hell bent on dragging their own old product through the mud. I mean, I said it in our WC last night. I've never seen a company spend so much time and effort burying their own product. It's you would swear that the old NXT was a completely different company, and WWE just keep taking shots at it.
Yeah, like they were an outside company, like they were WCW light.
Yeah,
You know? Like they were
It's-
on TBS before fucking AEW was kind of shit. But no, that's exactly what it is. It's fucking bullshit. But it,
you know that scene in Cinderella where she thinks she's going to the ball, and she comes out in this dress that she's made herself, and then her stepsisters just rip it to shreds. That's Vince with NXT just ripping everything Triple H built to shreds for absolutely no reason.
And I
Wait,
mean,
that's mine.
So I mean, to talk about the New Year's Evil fucking I guess special, if you will. I rather enjoyed it. I'm not gonna lie. It was like a 4-match show. Carmelo Hayes and Roderick Strong was super fun, super entertaining. You could tell Roddy was really helping Carmelo Hayes out. I mean, Carmelo Hayes is stupid talented. That's not a knock on him. He just doesn't have that I don't want to say that work rate or that, I don't know, just that way of being able to literally take everything you do good and, hey, I'm going to carry you because Roddy's been that great of a worker for so long. He can do that. And that opener was a great opener, way to start it out. Women's triple threat was, it wasn't bad. I didn't hate it. It felt a little sloppy to me. Cora Jade, I don't know how long she's been in the business. I feel like she's green as shit, but when she's on, she's on. So that she's got some what is it? She's got some roughing of the sanding down of the edges, if you will. The 6-man tag team Imperium versus MSK and Matt Riddle, excellent stuff. Like, kind of felt like I was watching a PWG show a little bit. They kind of just went out there. That felt like old NXT. And that was really nice. You had this fucking Von Wagner dude.
Giant Edge.
When you talk about trying too hard, this guy is trying so hard. Like it's not even like a valid effort trying. So you're just going out there to be a dumb shit or something. Andre Chase is out there and he's ready to give some fucking dumb shit scholarship to one of his fucking nerd students or whatever. By the way, who in the fuck has to have people outlined in their fucking goddamn gimmick for you to think that there's more people in the crowd? That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen, that fucking video wall in the background. Fucking annoying. Pisses me off. I'm like, are there people standing there? No, it's the fucking fake shadows that they fucking put up. Stupid as shit. Anyways, Geek comes out, tried to give out a fucking scholarship. This like giant buff dude. I was like, did the fucking Griff Garrison look like Griff Garrison for a little bit? He's fucking standing in the crowd and he's just like, oh yeah, fucking I'm gonna get the scholarship. And out comes fucking Von Wiener, and he's just like, he says the most generic thing you've ever heard in wrestling, and that's let the real star talk. Now, the last time I heard that, your fucking face is exactly how I felt. I was like, bro, the only last time I fucking heard that was like 94. And it wasn't in a good thing. And I swear to God, it was probably like an indie show I was watching. It had to be something like Brian Alvarez had did like way back in the day. Some stupid shit, okay? That was the fucking dumbest thing you ever said. You look stupid. Your forehead sticks out longer than your fucking nose does. You literally look like the goddamn love child of the great Khali and Edge. Your fucking promo skills are the hottest of the garb. Like, There's nothing this guy does right. Nothing. And they're pushing the fuck out of him.
That's why I kind of feel bad for him, because there's nothing appealing, and yet they're shoving him into the front of the line.
He's what? Because he's 6'5"?
Help the
And
guy before you expose him.
he is hot garb. Hot garb. I don't get with all the fucking dude. I mean, like, fuck, I get Road Dogg got released and this. We'll get to them and all that shit. But like, you're trying to tell me with guys like fucking Shawn motherfucking Michaels in the back that you can't learn how to cut a fucking promo with some fucking passion and some goddamn originality? You got to come out here with the fucking cookie cutter, stereotypical fucking wannabe big man bullshit, and you expect me to give a fuck?
Right. You can see how the old school NXT had the influence of Dusty Rhodes. They could cut promos.
But that was the thing. They made sure if you couldn't work, at least you could talk. And you know what? That's the one fucking check mark I will give to fucking Tony D'Angelo, of all fucking people, over Von Wagner, is at least Tony D'Angelo can cut a goddamn promo. Does he sound like I said, like every fucking goddamn episode of Sopranos I've ever seen? Yes. Does it make me kind of want to laugh? Absolutely. But is he a good promo? Yeah, for a gimmick. Absolutely.
Well, speaking of Tony D'Angelo, from what I saw, next week we're having a crowbar and a pole match.
That's what I was going to say, too. I was going to say, did fucking Vince Russo get signed by this company? They fucking fired Road Dogg to bring Vince Russo in? A fucking crowbar on a pole match. I know Pete Dunne, like, he got told that, and he's like, I got to do what? And he started packing his bag. I'm going to go home.
I'm not racing in a crowbar and a pole match.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not doing this shit. This is fucking whatever. I mean, we've been saying it for weeks. This is the early 90s WWE, reforming itself in NXT. We're going to have gimmicks. We're going to have dumb stipulations. It's going to be good with the bad. So hopefully Pete Dunne can bring out some good in this. I don't know how.
Yeah, but I also feel like as good as Pete Dunne is, the clock's ticking, because apparently they just seem to be getting rid of everybody Triple H era related.
All the workers. All the independent talent, all the guys that were not WWE fucking force-fed or force-bred, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Those guys are the ones. Thank you, manufactured. If they didn't go through the WWE machine, they don't have to hang out here, and they're showing that, because I think it was both Oni and Danny Burch are gone? William Regal's
Danny
gone.
Burch definitely is. I didn't see anything about Oni Lorcan, but probably.
Okay, so maybe Oni's... Well, no, Oni's been gone.
That's right, yeah.
That's right, he's been gone. So Oni's gone, now Danny Burch is gone.
William Regal seems to have made a huge impact in being released, but it's no surprise, because this isn't his NXT anymore.
I mean,
we haven't even seen him since 2.0 became a thing.
Which is true. They wanted to have him more of like a background role from what I was listening from Uncle Dave. But topic immediately in the TSK is he AEW bound? Could he be AEW bound? Is there a reason for him to go to AEW? Some guys are, and I mean some guys, I mean like RWT people are already saying things like he'd be a great general manager. And I'm like, you know what? I don't need a GM right now in AEW, maybe like next year, but I would fucking love it if he's a coach. I'd fucking love it if he was on commentary. Either one of those is cool with me. I don't need a GM right now. And in all reality, like I said, maybe next year, because all reality, this year, if I see William Regal as a general manager on AEW, whether it be Dart, Elevation, Rampage, whatever, I'm going to get too many NXT vibes. And it's not going to work well. That's a personal thing. That's very personal. So, I mean, like I said, bring him in, bring him as a coach. You can have him help out with promos. He could be, imagine how good, we got good workers in AEW. Imagine how much better they could be with a guy like William Regal. You got William Regal and fucking Dean Malenko in there teaching you how to work. Come on.
As much as they don't need a GM, we also don't really need Tony on TV.
Facts. I don't need Tony on TV. If he wants to come out with his headset once in a blue moon, that's fine. But I don't need to see you announcing a damn thing to nobody. Sorry, bud.
I mean, he got himself in enough trouble on Twitter. I mean, it's easy enough to get yourself in trouble on Twitter these days, but still.
I was just going to say, you could literally put on fucking Twitter, you took a shit, and somebody's going to be like, I take offense to that. But, I mean, God, I don't know how to put this. I don't want to say he shot himself in the foot, but it's like sometimes you need to not put shit online.
Yeah.
And that was one of those times.
Was he rude? Yes. But
he was rude if you went. Personally, I think it was only rude if you went out of your way to think that.
Take out the last line. His response is fine.
Yeah, super fine.
He had every right to defend the whole, what was it? I don't know the best way to describe it. Multicultural roster of AEW, because they clearly do have many, many different backgrounds in AEW.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, think about it. You have superstars that are gay. You have you got a damn transsexual who was a former AEW women's champion, mind you. You know what I mean? Like,
the women's division alone has had a transgender champion. It's had 2 Japanese champions.
Mm-hmm.
You telling me it's
your
not...
first TBS champion is a black woman? You know what I mean? Like,
you're telling me there's no diversity in AEW? Get the fuck out of here.
Tell me real quick, who were the first fucking tag team champs? SCU. Yeah. And Scorpio Sky was in that match. Don't say it was like, oh, Frankie Kazarian and fucking Chris Daniels. No, I believe it was fucking Scorpion Sky in there. Scorpio Sky.
Yeah, Daniels was pretty much the manager.
Exactly. So it's like, dude, diversity in this company is already been a thing. Has there been a black world champion? No, but I mean at time maybe.
We say take out the last line. I get it. It was rude, but at the same time, he was correcting her in why she was released. Just maybe don't do it publicly.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, sometimes there's certain things you need to put on a tweet.
He could have said, like, her being released had nothing to do with this because this clearly isn't true, but there was another reason that I'm not going to publicly put out there and humiliate the woman.
Exactly.
But
it turned into a big old thing, and then Leo Rush came to the rescue, and now he looks like a hypocrite, and it's like, stop fucking having stuff out on Twitter, okay? Stop doing this on social media, please.
Yeah.
It's just going to get spun.
I think he just blew up because somebody accused AEW of something that clearly isn't true, and he just lost his shit. But
yeah,
dial it down a little bit, Tony. Yeah, I mean, many people would react the same way.
But again, understand the position you're in.
Yeah. Oh, fuck, the light just went out by itself. Okay. I guess that's the cue to go to Impact. So Hard to Kill is it Saturday or Sunday? Saturday. We got 8 matches.
Wow.
I know very little about the background of these matches, so it's going to be pretty much blind predictions.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, last year we talked about Impact quite a lot on the show, but it's a lot more difficult now because Impact moved to Thursdays. Thank you very much, NXT.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a little more difficult for us to discuss Impact on the show, but we do predict the pay-per-views when they are live. So let's kick it off with... Oh, shit. I missed that one. The ROH World title is being defended on the show. Jonathan Gresham is defending against Chris. I'm so sorry for laughing. Chris Sabin.
I was like, damn, is it that funny? Chris Bay's getting the title shot? But no, Chris Sabin. Okay, I can see your point.
Yeah, anybody who knows their Impact history can probably understand why I'm laughing at this. But Chris Sabin challenging ROH World Champion Jonathan Gresham. I'm just going to cut straight to it. Gresham retains.
Right? Yeah, it sounds easy enough.
I'm sorry, Chris.
Oh, God. Yeah, no, I'm going to go with you on this one. Jonathan Gresham, I don't see why he would lose it in his first defense, especially in Impact. But, I mean, you know what? The fact that he's actually going to Impact to defend this thing, that he's going to be taking that ROH title around and winning, I like that. Or maybe not winning. Well, hopefully winning. I don't know where you could lose that belt.
Well, yeah, I mean, Ring of Honor's closed the doors till June.
Oh, yeah. Interesting.
Well, the artist formerly known as Bronson Reed, Jonah Rock, but he's just Jonah now, versus Josh Alexander.
Now, this is going to be awesome stuff. And this kind of sucks because fucking wasn't Josh Alexander just a little bit ago like world champ?
X Division champ. He
Or
cashed
X
in
Division?
option C, but he lost.
There you go. That's what it was. Fuck, that sucks because like he was on a high, and I really like where that guy was at. But yeah, you really can't beat a guy in their debut, especially on a pay-per-view. So yeah, give me Jonah. Well, Jay, good for him by the way for getting into Impact.
Yeah, badass debut. Looks great. Can't really go against him on this one. But I'm sure it's going to be a house fight.
Oh yeah, I can only imagine.
Holy shit, we got a 10-man hardcore war.
I don't know what the fuck that is, but it sounds badass.
Basically 5-on-5, no rules. So we got Eddie Edwards, Rich Swann, Willie Mack, Heath, and Rhino versus the Good Brothers and Violent by Design's Eric Young, Dina, and Joe Doring.
First off, why in the fuck would you have a hardcore war with one team who, first off, like Carl Anderson and Doc Gallows were like hardcore in like Japan when you really can't be hardcore. And then Violent by Design, well, they're just hardcore because listen to their fucking name. And then the only hardcore guy on the other fucking team is Eddie Edwards. What?
Rhino.
Oh, yeah. Whatever. Give me the fucking heel team.
Well, he used to be hardcore anyway.
Right?
But,
now he's hardcore fucking law.
Yeah, that's just like a makeshift team apart from like the history between Heath and Rhino, but I don't see how you go against the actual two teams of
Right.
Good Brothers and VBD.
Yeah, no. So yeah, no. Give me the heels.
All right, we got the Impact Knockouts Tag Team Championships. Love it. The Inspiration versus the Influence. That's
What a
just the
fucking
headline
clash.
right there. So we got Cassie Lee and Jessie McKay versus defending titles against Madison Rayne and Tennille Dashwood. I swear Madison Rayne retired again.
I was gonna say, wasn't she retired like 6 months ago?
I
What the fuck? Whatever, dude. I mean, when you go, I don't want to say it like this, but I'm gonna say it like this: when you don't know how to make money elsewhere, you get back in the business. Inspiration has been like super fun, so yeah, you got to keep it on them.
Yeah, they're killing it. Just keep those belts on the girls.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? That's actually a really clever name, no? Like the Influence from Madison Rayne and Tennille Dashwood, because Tennille Dashwood is an influencer.
I didn't even think of it like that, but I like it.
We got the X Division title on the line. Trey Miguel defending against Steve Macklin.
Oh, that's right. That's homeboy from fucking goddamn. What was their goddamn name in Japan? I want to do it the cool way. The Mighty Don't Kneel. Right? That's what I'm talking
Steve Cutler.
about. Oh no, that's
The
got to
same
be the
guy
wrong
we're talking
guy.
about?
No, I was thinking of the other dude from because you know how there was that weird fucking tag team, like the Mighty Don't Kneel or whatever the fuck they were called. God, what was their fucking weird name? But it was the two Australian dorks.
Oh,
One of them was fucking Slapdick, and the other one went to New Japan.
was that TM61?
Thank you, TM61. The Mighty Don't, but that's what they used to be called in Japan. The Mighty Don't Kneel. Okay, so this is fucking dumb shit. Steve Cutler.
Yeah,
Has Steve Cutler been doing anything in Impact?
Not really, from what I've seen.
I don't know. Trey Miguel's way too over anyway.
Right. I don't really want to. Okay, so there's like 3 lines on his Wikipedia page about his time in Impact.
Jesus.
And he's been there since June.
That means he's done all the butthole. Got it. All right, Trey Miguel it is.
All right, so his in-ring debut, June 17th, he defeated Jason Page. Then he started a feud with Petey Williams, defeated him at Emergence.
Fucking Petey Williams, you kidding me?
Oh,
That
they
guy's
have
still
history.
fucking wrestling.
He has history with Trey Miguel. So Trey Miguel won the tournament to crown the new X Division champion because, of course, Josh Alexander cashed in option C. So the final came down to Trey Miguel and Steve Cutler. Sorry, Macklin. So at Bound for Glory with El Fantasmo.
Phantasmo.
So fucking light just came back on. So now it's 1-on-1. Yeah, Trey Miguel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't want to look the other way.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be crazy if they turn around and crown him, but hey, no, I'm gonna stick with Trey Miguel.
Yeah, that match took way too much dissecting.
Right? What happens
Because
if
we
you
don't
have-
know what Steve Macklin's been doing since June. But there we go. All right, what else we got? Oh, we got the first ever Knockouts Ultimate X match.
Hold on, wait. They're not doing what I think they're doing, are they? With the fucking giant X, and they're really gonna do that with
the
these
Ultimate
ladies?
X match,
Oh
yeah.
my god!
I missed the
No.
Elevation X where they had like the giant steel X over the ring.
Yes.
But this is the high wire, high risk, free for all. We got Chelsea Green versus Jordan Grace versus Lady Frost versus Rachel Ellering versus Rosemary versus Tasha Steeles.
Wow. Okay, what a field.
Yeah. Well, we know Jordan Grace has the upper body strength to climb the wires, but
isn't she also the what you call it champ?
The
social
not
media
the
champ or whatever?
media, the digital media champ.
There you go,
Yeah.
digital media champ.
Whatever the fuck happened to that.
That's a fact if I know. I don't know. I don't know who the fuck Lady Frost is, but I'm leaning towards Chelsea Green. I think that's who I'm gonna go
that
with.
was my pick, based purely on the fact that she's been all over the place recently. And she took one fucking hell of a chair shot from Cardona last week or the week before?
I'll say like
Right to the Chrome Dome.
Yeah, the week before, I believe.
Lady Frost is, I don't know, Brittany Stedding.
Okay, somebody new. Got it.
Yeah. She doesn't have a Wikipedia page.
Oh, that's how you know you're super fresh in the wrestling biz. What do you mean you ain't got a Wikipedia page?
What are you not doing in NXT 2.0?
We're not setting up our own Wikipedia pages.
Yeah, Chelsea Green feels like a safe bet. I think second place would probably be Jordan Grace, but she's already got the digital media title that she's not doing anything with, so
Not gonna hurt her.
Let's see, Chelsea Green would then be the number one contender. Yeah, that'd be a good match. So let's go straight to the women's Impact Knockouts title match. Mickie James defending against former champion Deonna Purrazzo. You best damn give her the belt back.
I was gonna say, I think we're gonna get flippy floppy around here. I think it goes right. Probably goes right back, and then Chelsea Green gets inserted. They'll probably do a cool 3-way, and then that's when they probably will end up pinning Mickie, and maybe that's when Chelsea will win, and Chelsea will end up winning it. Because isn't she former knockout champ?
Yes, when she was what was her name? The crazy bride, Laurel Van Ness.
Like there you go.
Laurel Van Ness, I think so.
Yeah, it sounds just right. Yeah, she looked like a hot mess, and everybody's like, "God damn, you just hot."
She was a hot mess, Laura Van Ness.
Actually, yeah, what a name.
All right, so you're going for Mickie James to retain, and then we get the
no.
three-way.
Deonna, no, flip flop it. Give it to Deonna, right. And then that way Mickie can be the one to get pinned if they end up doing a triple threat.
Okay, it's good. Which brings us to three-way for the Impact World Title. Moose defending against Matt Cardona and W. Morrissey.
Oh God. I've been staring at this one, and I'm like, you know what, dude? I've come to the overall conclusion: Moose loses. I don't know. I'm going so much back and forth on against who? Because hold on. Because you got Matt Cardona. I'm going to be that dumb shit right now and say this: Matt Cardona right now is a fucking king of the indies. Okay, there's no hotter fucking independent talent out there right now than fucking Matt Cardona. Okay, GCW World Champ, literally taking the world by storm, especially with his lovely comment. WWE was my developmental, which I fucking love, by the way. And I just love the idea of Impact crowning, like how they did with Kenny and Christian, crowning a big name champ, big to the outside world, not big to Impact, big to the outside world. Hopefully garner attention, bring people in. But then you got fucking W. Morrissey, a guy that they really, really like, and they've been kind of pushing the crap out of him, man. He's a big stud, and he checks the boxes. It's just, you know what I mean? It could go either way.
This one really could go either of the three ways.
It really can. Yeah, even Moose can retain.
Hard to kill, hard to predict. I think my top three would be Cardona, followed by Moose, and then Morrissey is a dark horse.
See, I'm with you on that one. I think Cardona, I think just the name value, the outside perspective of him, the hoopla, blah, blah. I think that's the reason why you got to go with Cardona. And then on top of that, by next pay-per-view, you can have him and Chelsea Green standing there as champs.
Oh, imagine a publicity for that one.
And then again, you just like you said, I literally pieced it together. Boom, publicity. Publicity means ratings. Ratings means viewers, the whole 9 yards. So, yeah, give me Matt Cardona. Don't let me down, fucker.
We've seen just this past year alone how good Matt Cardona is at selling himself.
Oh, yeah. Jesus. If this guy was a car salesman, you know how many of his cars he would have sold? You know what I'm saying?
All right. So, our predictions are all the same. So, I want to see more people predict for this one just to see if there's any difference.
Yeah, see if maybe we're just stuck in the, oh, hey, new guy.
Yeah, we're the blind Impact guy. So, yeah, I know that guy. We need a perspective from somebody who really follows the product.
Big time.
Travis or Mike.
Hook us up, man.
Nicola. Nicola's a big Impact fan.
Big time.
Get your predictions in for this one. Well, there we go. Before we go, we obviously need to do two things. First of all is to crown a Geek of the Week.
Ah, yes. So let's just hit that music then, because I'm ready for this motherfucker.
Before I hit the music, is it somebody from 2.0?
Yeah.
Of course it is. It wouldn't be Geek of the Week if it was somebody else.
If it was anybody else.
Let's do it.
Pencil neck geek, grit-eating freak, scum-sucking peahead with a lousy physique. He's a one-man, no-cut, losing streak. Nothing but a pencil neck geek.
Pencil neck
All right, Geek of the Week, if it was not obvious by me just ripping him a new one for being the greenest, tallest, nerdiest fucking dweeb there's ever fucking been. Von Wagner, absolute Geek of the Week, brother. What I need you to do is I need you to fucking go to the back, okay? Because you work for the E. I need you to go to the back. I need you to talk to any one of the fucking production dudes, and I need you to say, hey, bro, I need you to hook me up with the Peacock subscription so I can go back and watch fucking people do promos. Fuck's sake, dude. You sound like you're the most generic, non-believable sounding fucking tall bastard I've ever seen in my life, and I had to watch Sid. Okay, I watched Sid, and this guy used to go around talking about he was the master of the world. Okay, like, so if fucking Sid is doing better than you, Haas man, you fucking need to do some serious work. And I'm also pointing fingers at the fucking coaches too. You're fucking telling me, goddamn Shawn Michaels, you let this fucking big, tall, fucking dumb shit go out there? Come on, guys. And you wonder why the ratings are going in the toilet. Because this is going to be your big main event star in about 6 months. I can fucking see it. And if this guy can't put 2 fucking sentences together, I'm not going to give a shit. I already don't give a shit. Fix it. Fucking nerd. This guy sucks.
Oh, Sid.
Like
I don't have half the brains you do.
Again, but at least he could piece it to fucking together. This guy stumbled and fumbled and bumbled, and he couldn't fucking put his 2 feet in front of himself. He's an idiot. Just hot garb.
The best thing about this is, I don't know if you've noticed on the website now, on the main page, we have the Geek of the Week and the Rest of the Week graphic. I don't need to change this week because that's 2 weeks running now for Von Wagner.
Jesus. I'm telling you, it's getting to the point now. What I'm gonna do is, because this, unfortunately, this concept has only been around for about a few months. When we get to a year, I'm gonna have a Hall of Fame, and I'm gonna tell you right now, since I'm so glad you're keeping track. I fucking love it. Thank God. I need to start keeping a little better track myself. If you get, and this is gonna be hard, so some of you motherfuckers better act up, shape up right fucking now. If you get 15 votes as Geek of the Week, you're nominated for Geek of the Year.
Yeah.
Immediately nominated
You're going
for
in the
Geek of the Year.
bag. On the plus side, though, we do have some positivity. So this week's Wrestler of the Week is about to be revealed. This week, the thing about Wrestler of the Week is I don't always base it on who gave the absolute best performance. It's mostly based on who had a big moment. So this week's Wrestler of the Week, I think, deservedly goes to Jungle Boy.
Yeah.
For getting that big W and becoming one half the tag team champions.
Love it.
Jungle Boy Jack Perry.
That's right. Junglist Jackalist Petreskis. I want to go bananas. If I could interject, if you want, because I love that one, the feel good moment Wrestler of the Week. But if for those diehards, I need the guy with the graps. There's one guy you can name Wrestler of the Week, my guy. It's the current reigning, defending IWGP World Heavyweight Champion, Kazuchika Okada.
Yeah.
If you think I'm fucking around, spend that $8.97, get you the New Japan Network, the New Japan World subscription. Just go watch the two main events. There's other great matches on there over the 2 nights. Don't get me wrong. Just go watch the two main events. Watch him and Shingo, and tell me that that's not a 5.5 star. And then I'll tell you, okay, cool. Now go watch him and Ospreay. And I will say this now, as I said it in the TSK, as I've said it to a bunch of other people. Watching Ospreay and Okada reminded me of Dominion 3 years ago. If you understand what I mean by that, that's how good this match was. I was saying after night one that Okada is absolutely this generation's Ric Flair. But if he's this generation's Ric Flair, what the fuck does that mean for guys like Will Ospreay and fucking Shingo Takagi? Because they're on a fucking different kind of level. Like, don't get me wrong, Okada is the end all be all, if I could say so myself. But when you have guys that are that good, what in the fuck does this mean? Like, Shingo is on a different level, and Will Ospreay, coming from the dude that 5 years ago he was flipping around. You saw him and Ricochet flipping around, and that's all you gave a crap about. To now he's probably top 5 best wrestlers in the world, most complete wrestlers in the world. Let me rephrase that, because see, that's what matters right there. Top 5, one of the most complete wrestlers in the world. Will Ospreay. Probably top 3 or 4, if you really want to get technical.
Maybe it's because Japan is so early in the morning. We don't really think about it when it comes to the rest of the week, but I'm going to call it a tie this week then. Jungle Boy and Okada.
There you go. Love it.
Well, all right then. Your week is complete, as is the very first Vidya episode of Max Wrestling. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on social media at Max Wrestling UK. And a huge thank you, as always, to everybody on SoundCloud for that audio. We are still available in just audio on
Absolutely.
SoundCloud. And of course, don't forget the website, maxwrestling.net. There's a lot of good shit going down on there.
Oh, yeah.
You can follow us at the Captain 512 and at SMRPodNet. And now listen up, you pencil neck geeks. Here's what Moses has for you this week.
That's right. So there's a lot going down. First and foremost, I need to make this official announcement. I am positive with COVID. It is not fun. I will let you guys know that for some reason, I don't feel as bad as I should, but my fucking drive is on another level. So because of that, expect a whole lot of podcasts to be dropping in. By what I mean, like a whole lot. I've already started watching some retro. So maybe some early editions of retro. I was figuring it would come back around like January or like February when I would get everything organized. Well, I've got time on my hands, so it might come back a little bit sooner. That also means more Bolt Rant. That means more, God only knows what else right now. I'm really trying to work on a bunch of different stuff. Streaming is going to be a thing while I'm home. So if anybody wants to catch me playing some video games right now, the 3 things that I'm doing the most are, you'll catch me playing some Call of Duty Vanguard. You'll catch me playing some Halo Reach. This is about Halo Reach. Wow, showing my age right there. Halo Infinite. And for you crazy mofos that love some VR, I'm going to be playing some Unplugged, which is the VR version of Guitar Hero. Be playing some kick-ass tunes. I do not have the motion camera yet where you can see me as I play. Working on that, but check me out. Twitch.tv/BigMo2425. Right now, it's going to be like an everyday thing. But other than that, as far as podcast stuff, fuck, there's been like 3 or 4 Bolt Rants drop. There's going to be 2 or 3 dropping today, including the review of the Broncos game, preview to the Week 18 game against the Raiders. Win, go to the playoffs, lose, and we go home and lick our wounds. So you're going to hear me fucking scream and yell about that. And then, yeah, I'm going to say it. Look out for some retro. I'm feeling antsy, and something's got to happen.
Yeah,
unless you want to do it like a Netpicks or something. I don't give a shit.
No, we need a new Netflix, definitely.
We'll figure something out.
Yeah, speaking of showing my age, I'm currently replaying Assassin's Creed 2.
There you go. That's good stuff, though.
Because I saw the remastered trilogy was cheap, dirt cheap. And I'm probably getting video games in as much as I can because I'm not going to have time to play video games in like 2-3 months.
That's right, with the little one on the way.
With that said, we will see you next week. And once again, you will see us. We don't have any predictions next week. We are 2-3 weeks away. 2 weeks, I think. Just over 2 weeks away from Podcast Royal Rumble / Royal Rumble. So we will have predictions for you very soon. But again, get your predictions in for Impact Hard to Kill this week before Saturday. Even if you don't follow Impact, we're out of the loop. We still predicted it. So we'll see you this weekend for that. Go watch some wrestling, then come back and listen to us talk about it. Goodbye. And good night.
Fucking, where's the TV champ Phoenix, bro? Where the fuck show promo at, Hamburger? Come on now, you're fucking it up.